Welcome back. Hey, how y'all doing, man? Hope everybody's good. Hope everybody's well. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody. All right, man. So today's episode, we're going to be talking about uh the Drake fans or the Drake cult members or whatever you want to call them. They're out here saying that Kendrick Lamar isn't selling these shows out, even though he is. And they're using their metric of ticket sales when we're going to take a look at Drake's last ticket sales. And if they're going to call cap on Kendrick Lamar, off of what they're saying, they have to call super cap on Drake. You know what I'm saying? So before we get into that legendary spill, this is Torture Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. If you're new here, let me work for your subscription today. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know where to find the ones at. I don't sell no merch. But I do have content absolutely free. But if you want to leave a donation, link is right on the screen. Cash App, no more PayPal. They called me the hidden gem. 1,300 subscribers. It's over 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19,000. And yes, I am the king of the north. Let me know what kingdom you are from. 25,000 subscribers. I will be giving away a nice size cash prize right on live. You know what I'm saying? And also, too, go subscribe to Torture Talk After Hours. Yeah. So let's get it, man. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate y'all. Let's get it. All right, this comes courtesy of Yo EQ TV. Shout out to him, man. And yeah, man, let's get it.
That Kendrick Lamar is catching L's on this tour, which is crazy because the dude has already sold over 100,000 tickets in 2 shows in South America. And he's looking to pack out the Argentina venue, which has the capacity of 85,000 people. If we look at the European...
See, this is what really pisses me off about a lot of you Drake fans. And when Kendrick Lamar said it's not enough, I think that can be taken a couple of different ways. Because for y'all, it's never enough. I think Joe Budden's got a song called Nothing's Ever Good Enough. You know what I'm saying? Go check that song out when y'all get a chance. He explains back in the day that nothing's ever good enough. No matter what you do, it's never good enough. You know what I'm saying? Even if you are at the pinnacle, I see people criticizing Michael Jackson. Mickey Fats just did a post and said that Eminem was not a battle rapper, which is insane. But he implied that, because I'm going to do a video, actually a video's coming out of that. He implied that battle rappers before Lux and Mook were not battle rappers, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's a crazy statement. It could be debunked in so many different ways. He's probably going to retract that. Trust me. But it's never good enough. Nothing's ever good enough. Like no matter what, I'm telling you, you can have, I could even take it to politics. Nothing's ever good enough. You can have somebody in the office right now, y'all hate him. You could have somebody in the office last year, y'all hated him. Like nothing's ever good enough. Nothing. Everybody's this, everybody's that, everybody's not this, everybody's not that. It's too many choices. It's like we live in a world of buffet, but that's the beauty of it. But a lot of people, they can't be satisfied with anything. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep it going.
Like at the tour, the dude already sold well over 700,000 seats as well over there. But they've obviously proven they don't live in the realm of facts. So let's actually look at one of Drake's recent shows. Alrighty, shout out to Lil D Things, a supporter of the channel. Goes on to write 15K capacity show, but the price was this cheap on Aubrey's arena show. Again, not stadium, in arena. No wonder they obsessed with Kendrick's stadium tour so damn much. And just looking at this 15K capacity, guys, that's half of what Kendrick Lamar did in Brazil. So if that's a L, what's this when he's selling tickets for $23, guys?
This is what I'm saying, man. This is exactly what I'm saying. You're saying Kendrick Lamar is taking the L when he's doubling, tripling, quadrupling the arena, the crowd size of Drake. But yet and still, for some reason, Drake's not taking the L. And he's selling his tickets for. I remember y'all doing posts about Kendrick Lamar can't sell tickets. He's selling tickets. He dropped the price to $20. So what's up now? What's up now? Like, what's up now? So now that Drake dropped the price to $20, his tickets is $20 to get to see him, right? And now all of a sudden y'all quiet. Nobody wants to say anything. Oh no, in fact, you know what? Y'all not quiet. Y'all actually out here saying that this is a good thing because he wants to be more intimate with the crowd. Now there's a new narrative now. Now Drake don't need a stadium because he does intimate shows. He wants to be intimate with the crowd now. Are you kidding me? That's the new narrative now. The new narrative is Drake wants to have an intimate setting, so that's why he doesn't do stadiums. Yo, I tell you, man, it's unreal.
$9, $38, $77, $64. He's pretty much giving these tickets away, guys. And I know some people are saying that he's doing these arenas because he wants to have more intimate shows with more crowd reaction, but you can't really do that when it literally looks like a begathon with a sea of signs that basically make this look like a Make-A-Wish concert. And I'll say this, the Kendrick Lamar shows are super lit, man, and the fans are definitely participating. $23, guys. These tickets are literally cheaper than like a single order on Uber Eats. This person actually had the same call out. It's all about how.
Yo, that's classic. This is lower than Uber Eats. You probably can order Drake to your crib. Yo, Drake, can I order you on DoorDash? Come here and do a show real quick. Do a personal, intimate show with me, dog. Right on DoorDash. Drake's on DoorDash. Like, yo, this is crazy. Drake's doing DoorDash events now. Nigga said Drake doing DoorDash events. That's crazy. Uber Eat events. Drake. Feature artist, Uber Eats. With your nasty ass wings from Buffalo Wild Wings. Matter of fact, no, not Buffalo Wild Wings. What's the one, John? Rick Ross Wild Wings or whatever the fuck they are? I don't know. Jaws is nasty as hell. I'm like, yo, how do y'all eat these Jaws? I don't know. I threw them Jaws across the room. Get the fuck out of here.
And smaller, more intimate shows with crowd involvement. Yeah. The crowd isn't active at all, huh? Look at that. Yeah. Holy, man. Amazing, dude. The crowd is literally going nuts. And this was in Brazil, the show that the Overheelites want to claim was a failure. This is active. I would have loved to have been here.
Yo, a nigga, how do you say a dude who sells more than your favorite artist as far as arenas go, and he doing stadiums, which is triple your guy's audience size, and you say that's a failure? How do you even, what type of, a lot of y'all, I believe y'all think 2 + 2 is 6. Like, I'm really sure that y'all probably believe this. Some of y'all I seen people literally argue that the earth is flat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm dead serious. I see a lot of people argue this point. You know what I'm saying? As if they know for sure. You know what I'm saying? These are the type of people that I think their logic is so skewed. It doesn't matter what is the truth. The truth is their truth. That's all that matters. Remember what I'm saying to y'all. The truth is their truth. They don't care about no other truths. It's just their truth. That's it. So even if something was the way it was for hundreds of years, and you can prove it that it was this way, for some reason they have this divine intervention and come up out of nowhere, and now all of a sudden this is the way it was. Even though they can't prove it, they just have a different perspective. And my thing is, you can have a different perspective, but it has to be in the realm of reality. It can't be you have a different perspective just because you think something's different. You got to be able to say, okay, yeah, well, let me assess the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me see, okay, this, you know what I'm saying? You have to be able to break it down. It can't just be because you believe that. No, you've been told that the sky is blue, but actually, the sky is red. Be like, oh, the sky is red. Yeah. How do you know that? I don't know. I'm just saying because you believe that it's blue, but it's actually red. But how do you know it's red? It's what I'm saying. Too many opinions floating around, man.
This is a country where only 1% of the people actually speak fluent English, and 5% of the country actually speak any English at all. This is monumental. Kendrick Lamar is literally touring in areas that most rappers actually skip because they don't really do any ticket sales when they go down there. Actually, look at your favorite artists and see when they actually hit the South America or Africa. It's very seldomly, guys. And when they do, it's only the blockbuster acts. But it's not just for US acts. When you have somebody that's hot in Asia or hot in Africa, they don't just jump over here and do the stadiums right away. They go and do theaters first because that's a lot easier to fill. Especially if it's in a market where, yeah, they don't really listen to you as much. You can.
I wonder if Kendrick Lamar is actually going to do some parts of China or Japan. Now I know in certain parts of China they don't. I see that they don't really allow hip hop music. At least other artists. They'll allow their people to do it, but they don't really allow. But I want to see if he actually will do some parts of China. I want to see that because I can't remember the last time I seen any hip hop artists in China. I don't really know. Maybe I need to look that up real quick. It was Kanye West. I just remembered that. It was Kanye West. He did do a show in China. I don't know what part of China, but he did a show in China last year, I believe. It was last year. Yeah, I just remembered that. You know what I'm saying? Low key, I looked it up on ChatGPT. But yeah, I just remembered that. You know what I'm saying? You know? But yeah, so I believe he was from what I'm reading, he was the only one in a while, I guess. But yeah, let's keep it going.
Be a Caribbean artist or an African artist and do huge numbers, let's just say New York or Miami, but when it comes to going to another area, let's just say Seattle or LA, you're not going to do nowhere near the ticket sales that you would have done in those other cities. I'm sure if Aubrey had this, he'll be extra annoying. He tried on wireless, but he really has no stage presence and has no song good enough to mosh pit. Instead, he attracts bodies, tissue papers, etc. And I definitely agree. If Drake had something like this, the Ovihoites will be plastering this all over social media. And for somebody that is.
Yeah, let me think about that. Do Drake got any songs that are mosh pit songs? I don't know. That's actually a really good question. Maybe I'll go look that up. Well, it's all perspective. It's not something that's actually factual, but I don't really think he does. I think you could kind of like, but I don't think he like off rip. He doesn't have no family ties. No, he ain't got nothing like that. That no, absolutely not.
Actually, you would have expected that stage presence to be a little better. Ask his hoes why he hasn't rescheduled those Australia dates yet. It was officially canceled though. Damn cup of coffee or front row to see Tupac. And honestly, at this moment, man, give me the cup of coffee. Tap water, I would even pay for tap water and drink it than torture myself to the cringe fest. You are on one. Hilarious. You're getting upset that Drake made his show affordable, LOL. What the F have we gotten to as a society? I'm sure if Kendrick made prices like that, you would be there instead of Twitter. And he's just.
Yeah, it's so crazy how y'all was bragging about Drake having high ticket sales and Kendrick Lamar ticket sales was cheap. But now that Drake ticket sales are cheap and Kendrick Lamar ticket sales are higher, now you're trying to say, well, you got to understand, Drake is actually in a better position. He's better because he's making it affordable to see him. Like, what? Yo, what are y'all doing? Y'all all over the place. Like, come on, bro. Y'all all over the place. It's crazy.
Same type of people that will say that Kendrick Lamar is giving away tickets when he obviously is not. At the end of the day, this is a business, and people wouldn't have been bringing this up if Drake fans weren't bringing this up. Nah, you've been out here shading Kendrick's store, and if we give this the same energy, y'all play victim. How convenient. And that's pretty much what Drake has been teaching his fans, how to play victim. And honestly, he's been terribly ineffective at it. It's all projection and overcompensation to push a desperate narrative with propaganda and misinformation. Thankfully, the rest of the world thinks they're as delusional as they sound. And yeah, all you gotta do is a quick search on X just to find countless clips and facts that would clearly lay out how much of a success Kendrick has been and continues to be. Because again, while some people may claim that Kendrick Lamar needed this beef to be listened to get attention, the honest truth is, he's been a premier artist for over a decade now. Years before this beef, he had a record do what, like 600,000 plus copies first week? So that narrative definitely has to be put to rest. LMAO, K-Bot's talking numbers now. Again, the same person that will be bringing up numbers if it's painting Drake in a positive fashion. Again, you have the right to be a fan of whoever you choose, whether it's musical artists, whether it's sports team, etc., etc. But when you're delusional enough to not be able to call a spade and give people props, man, all you look like now is just a bunch of sore losers. And that's why Drake and his fans are living in basically a Groundhog's Day where they're reliving the same day over and over again. And honestly, it's due to their own doing at the end of the day. Kendrick fans are just enjoying Kendrick Lamar and the music he's been giving us. And honestly, they probably wouldn't bring up half the stuff if the cult of the Ovihoites wasn't bringing this up literally on every single post.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Kendrick Lamar, I would tell you like this, and this is just, we're going to end this. Shout out to Yo Key TV. So I'm going to tell y'all now, this is what I believe. I believe that from what I'm seeing, Kendrick Lamar fans don't really bring up certain things. The only thing Kendrick Lamar fans do that I think that most fans don't do is bring up Kendrick's work. They stand on Kendrick Lamar's work. That's it. Whenever I argue with somebody about Kendrick Lamar, it's never about the numbers. If it is, it's in defense. But most of the time, it's about how better his music is. I think a lot of people are, how would I say this, are obsessed with bringing numbers because that's the only argument they have for Drake. And I've been saying this for a long time. That's the only argument they have. They don't have no other argument. They just like, oh, well, Drake got better numbers. And it's like, well, what about the music? You know what I'm saying? What about the music? Is the music better? Because that's what we listen to, right? It seems like to me that they're more concerned about what they can see and actually what they can hear. Because what they can see is all of the numbers. And it has to equate to success to them. That has to be success. Ain't no way in the world he's selling all this and not successful. Yeah, of course it's success. But for y'all to say that someone's the best, there is a lot that go behind these things. It's not just, oh, they're the best. And this is the reason why Drake has such a huge problem with Kendrick and UMG. Because Drake is saying that, well, what I did was organic, even though what he did was just the same way as he's suing for, because he's saying that, well, I'm suing UMG because they were promoting this artist the way they were promoting me, and they made him number one. That's basically what he's saying. And they said this in the lawsuit. We did the same, we promoted him the same way. It's no different. Actually, they promote him more. So since they're promoting him more, Drake thinks that because Kendrick Lamar's song surpassed all his songs, that it's impossible. Because for him to get to where he was at, they had to help him get there. So there's no way that someone can actually beat him without help. That's basically what he's saying. There's no way you can beat me without the help. You had to have help because I had to get help to get to where I'm at. But my thing is, like, Not Like Us may go down as the biggest record of all time eventually, because number one, you got him going all over the world performing this record. So it might go down as the biggest record of all time. May. You know what I'm saying? Or one of them. It's definitely one of them now. So you got to understand, man, what we dealing with here. We're dealing with a bunch of people who are really upset at the fact that their guy took a loss and they don't know how to take a loss. Drake should have moved on from it. But thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? And hey, man, if you can get a ticket to go see Kendrick Lamar for $20, you better grab it. Go see him. Trust and believe that. See y'all on the next one. Peace. Bye.